Hello and welcome to Chad Magic. My name's Christian.
And I'm Wally.
And today we've got an exciting game of Commander. What's coming up?
So for our third episode, we're going to the Universes Beyond to play the Warhammer 40k decks. Really great decks. We're sticking with the precons, but some of us have taken the option to use the alternative Commander. Some of us have stuck with the original. That's their choice, but It's a great game.
Yeah, so stick around till the end to find out how you can win a mystery booster box 2021 Convention Edition. I'm sure you'll want to be in it to win it.
You don't want to miss out on that.
Yeah, and so for now, just join us in the grim, dark future where there is only war. Hope you enjoy. Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Chad Magic. We are so excited today to take you into the grim, dark future of Warhammer 40,000. We're going to be playing some amazing decks. We are running the precons, but we've changed some of the commanders out. It was our personal choice. So we're going to introduce ourselves and introduce our decks now.
Hello, my name's Ollie, and today I'm playing the Tyrannid Swarm deck. So my commander is MAGUS LUCEA Kane. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. And he also has another ability where you can tap to add 2 colourless mana, and when I next cast a spell with X in its mana or activate an ability with X, I can create a copy of it. And she's a 1/1 for Teamer and 1 colourless.
Hi everyone, I'm Wally, Ollie and Wally. I'm going to be playing LAKOR, the Dark Master. This is a Demon's Tribal deck, so when LAKOR does enter the battlefield, I'll draw some cards, lose some life, and whenever another demon enters the battlefield, it's a bit like a Terror of the Peaks effect. LAKOR is 3 colourless, blue, black and red.
Hi, I'm Christian. I'm going to be playing Imotekh, the Stormlord. It's a legendary artifact creature, Necron, a 3/3 for 2 and 2 black, and it has whenever one or more artifact cards leave your graveyard, create 2/2 black Necron artifact creature tokens, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, another target artifact creature you control gets +2/+2 and gains menace until end of turn.
I'm Tom, I'll be playing Inquisitor Greyfax. It has Vigilance, and other creatures I control get +1/+0 and have Vigilance as well. I can also tap a target creature an opponent controls to investigate. Prepare to be Inquisited.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Great, let's go.
Let's go, guys.
Fantastic. So, draw for turn.
Yeah, go for it. I will allow it.
And I'm going to start off by playing a Temple of Abandon, which allows me to scry 1. And I will put that card on the bottom of my deck, and then I will pass the turn.
Thank you. I will draw for turn, and I am going to swamp into Sol Ring
No.
and pass the turn.
So we all agreed who the threat is.
Yeah.
Right, I will. I'm going to play a Polluted Mire tapped and pass the turn. So I'm going to do some nice sort of fair magic.
Nice fair magic going on.
Yeah. That's a worrying start for the demon deck.
Player planes, and pass the turn.
See, that seems fair.
Fair.
That seems fair.
Untap and draw. So I will play an island, and I will tap to play a Rampant Growth to go searching for another island.
He's ramping.
And then I will pass the turn.
Thanks, Ollie. I'll draw for turn again. Interesting.
What does everyone think of the Surge foils, by the way? They look pretty good,
They're
don't
gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah,
Very
really,
nice.
really nice.
Okay,
Very sexy to
I
play.
will
Yeah.
tap the swamp. Okay, so I'll play Forgotten Cave, which comes in tapped. Then I'll tap the swamp and my Sol Ring for Tallyman of Nurgle. It's a 2/3 lifelinker, and at the beginning of my end step, if a creature died this turn, I draw a card and lose 1 life. If 7 or more creatures died this turn, I'll draw 7 cards and lose 7 life.
Okay, so we have a way to take you out of the game. So
Potentially, yeah. Board wipe into killing me.
I'll
That's the turn.
untap and draw. I'll play a swamp for turn. I will tap for 2, and I will play an Arcane Signet, which actually looks really great with the Necron
Ooh, that's
theme.
nice.
Yeah, really, really
very
nice.
nice.
That's all for my go over to you, Tom.
Good clean magic there.
Yeah, we're doing okay. A bit of ramp, so it's important that I do a little bit of ramp, obviously in the mono black deck. So
Okay, I'll play a Dark Waters Catacombs, and again, I'll pass my turn.
I think that. Oh no, it doesn't.
No.
Ignore me. Ignore me. It's not that one.
no.
It's not that one.
I thought that when it came in.
Draw. So I will play a
One and tap for
mountain, and then I will tap 4 to play Magus Lucea Kane. When I move to combat, I get to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, so I'll put it on here. Pass turn.
Thank you very much. Untap my stuff, draw for turn. Right, I'm going to play Path of Ancestry, which comes in tapped. And then I think there isn't loads I can do.
You could obviously swing at either of these.
I would say he's very much politicking.
Oh no, I meant to.
Yeah, so
He's much.
Well,
he's
given-
very
Force
open.
the block.
Given that Christian's tapped out, I'm just going to swing Tallyman of Nurgle at you.
That's what you get for politics.
I'll take 2.
I'll gain 2 for lifelink.
I do think he's now your threat. And
Yes, passing the turn.
Now go back.
We all know that who you think is the threat might not actually be the threat. So I'll play a swamp for turn. Then what can we do here? Okay, so I will now tap for 4, and I will play a Plasmancer. It's a 3/3 with flying, and when it enters the battlefield, I search my library for a basic swamp, reveal it, and put it into my hand, then shuffle. I'll pass the turn to you while I do that.
Okay, I will play an island. I will then tap the island to then tap Darkwater Catacombs, and then tap my planes to bring out
Reveal this one.
Space Marine Scout. Now, has first strike and vigilance, but when Space Marine Scout enters the battlefield, if an opponent controls more lands than you, you may search your library for a planes card, put it into the battlefield, tap.
Nice.
How many lands?
I got 4. Ollie has 4.
Oh,
so.
perfect. So I will find a planes, and I will pass my turn.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Goes straight onto the battlefield, is it?
Yeah, tapped.
So draw a card. I will play a... Let's see, yeah, we'll play a forest. Then I'm going to tap a forest, an island, and a mountain to play an enchantment. Shadow in the Warp. The first creature spell you cast each turn costs 2 less to cast. And whenever an opponent casts their first non-creature spell each turn, Shadow in the Warp deals 2 damage to that player.
And that's 3 mana.
That's 3 mana.
That's outrageous for 3
so
mana.
that is a very, very good card.
It's a very useful card for sure.
Yeah, that is really, really good.
And so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this ability
Yeah, we need to deal with that.
for 1 red and 1 other to play the Red Terror, which is a 4/3. And whenever a red source I control deals damage to 1 or more permanents and/or players, put a +1/+1 counter on a Red Terror.
There's some scary stuff going on over there, guys.
Okay.
Then I move to combat. And I'll add an extra counter to Magus Lucea Kane, and I'm going to attack somebody with it.
I've got a 3/3.
I've got nothing.
I've got a 2/1 with first strike.
With first strike.
Wally's actually got the most life as well.
Oh yeah.
Let's go for Wally.
Yeah.
Let's go for
I'll
Wally.
take it.
I will attack Wally for 3,
I'll take the 3.
and then because a red source has dealt damage, I get to put a +1/+1 counter on the Red Terror.
So this is actually like a Perforos. If we play a creature, it'll do 2.
If you play a non-creature spell, the first non-creature spell,
Okay,
and only the first.
All right, okay.
Okay,
Gotcha.
so it's not quite that bad.
Yeah.
Pass
turn.
I'm going to know
Right,
the facts.
I will untap, I will draw. First I'll play a mountain. And then I'll tap Soul Ring for Talisman of Dominance.
Take 2 damage from the Shadow in the Warp.
Yes, I'll take 2 damage from the Shadow in the Warp. Thank you. And right, can I get my commander out here? I think I can. But I'm going to choose not to, I think. Instead, I'm just going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll tap that for a colorless, so I don't take the damage. To play Lucius the Eternal. It's got haste, and when he dies, I exile it and choose target creature an opponent controls. When the creature that I choose leaves the battlefield, Lucius the Eternal will return from exile to the battlefield under my control.
Ooh, nice.
So that's a pretty cool card, isn't it, actually? Right, what's Christian got? 3/3. Right, Tom, I'm going to swing the 2/3 lifelinker at you. And Christian, I'm going to swing the 5/3 hasty boy at you.
I never attack. Right, I will take 5 then.
I'll take the 2. Don't worry.
What's this going on here?
Well, he could block and kill, so you know.
Yeah, and that would be good for us. Right,
And I'll pass the turn.
Right, I will untap and draw. I will play a swamp, and then I will tap for 3 and play a flayed one. So it is a 4/1 with lifelink, and when it enters the battlefield, I will mill 3 cards. So I mill a Royal Warden, I mill the War in Heaven, and I mill Psychomancer.
Yeah. He's got artifact recursion in that deck, hasn't he? So
No, I don't. Right, and then going to combat. I genuinely think that we need to start doing at least something to Ollie, because Ollie's got the best board
yeah, I
here.
agree.
Well, you didn't. You don't, obviously
You don't agree. You don't
you
agree when it's not your
Obviously, you
turn.
don't agree.
I agree that you
Do
guys
you know
need
what?
to do something
Actually,
about
I'm
it.
going to 3-3 flyer at you.
I'll take
Yeah, because
We need to get the salt ready.
yeah. I'm salty enough already. I'll pass the turn to you.
You know, you do keep saying that I'm the threat here, but I've never actually seen a Tyranid Swarm deck win in any video online ever.
It's the first time for everything, because we all know.
Yes.
So yeah.
And this is the alternative.
Vulnerable
commander as
maybe
Play
to
a
a
swamp.
board wipe. Yeah. Precon's known for having many board wipes in them,
Okay,
of course.
I will.
I think there was some board wipes in this
I
one.
don't know. I actually have to look at it.
I will pay 1 planes to tap
Yeah,
Dark
through the-
Harpoons, and then I will pay 1, 2 to bring out my commander. I'm just trying to work out how much actual, because with the 2 there, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, that's exactly how many I need to bring out. To
No,
bring
no,
out.
no.
You've got one spare.
You can untap one of these.
Okay, I'll tap this one.
Yeah.
And then I will. Now it's got +1 Thirst Strike. So it's not really going well over there. I mean, how do I affect that?
Well, I know who I would attack.
Yes.
Stop politicking.
I weirdly, I really do agree with you. So Wally, a 3/1 with First Strike and Vigilance coming at you.
Why is everyone
30
swinging
yeah,
at
it's vigilance.
Why is everyone swinging at me?
Because you swung at me and at their
Yeah, why is Top? Why does Top care about that?
I didn't realise this was going to be the salty game.
I do believe he did swing one.
Ollie's
did he
sitting
not?
pretty because he's
I
just
was
like...
yeah.
Got all the
guys
threats
fight
and.
This is all right by me. This will change very soon, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
And I'll pass my turn.
Great, thank you. So I will untap. I will draw. So I'll play a mountain down there.
There's so much land over there.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 mana.
Yikes.
So I think what I do here is I tap and... Yes, tap and tap to play Gene Stealer Locus, which is a 3/3. Whenever a creature attacks you, it gets -1, -0. So everything that you use that attacks me gets less. And whenever a creature attacks one of my opponents, it gets +0, +1. So it's a really good incentive for you to attack everybody else and not me.
Okay.
And obviously the cost was reduced by Shadow in the Warp. I'm then going to tap this for 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to play Death's Presence, which is an enchantment. Whenever a creature I control dies,
Yikes.
put a put X +1/+1 counters on target creature you control, where X is the power of the creature that died. So,
Okay.
I am going to move to combat, and because I do feel a little bit sad for Wally and everyone coming in at Wally.
Whoa!
Yes.
Wally was coming
Yes,
at us first.
I like this. I
I
like this.
disagree with this statement entirely. Okay, I've got a 4/1 lifelink.
Okay, so 4/1 lifelink. This is currently a 5/4. So I'm going to come at you so you can gain back some life. It'll get +0, +1 because it's attacking an opponent.
Are you tapped out?
I am tapped
Yeah,
out.
you're going to make a massive thing.
Oh, sorry. Before I move to combat, I get to put an extra +1/+1 counter on something, and here I think I'm going to actually add it here, just so I've got a little bit more blocking, and then move to combat attack.
I see, because the Death's Presence, it's quite good. Well,
Yeah,
I think I'm going to
scary.
have to, so I will block with the 4/1. Oh, hang on. No, because you're probably not going to attack the same next turn because you want blockers up, so I'm going to block with the 4/1.
Okie doke. So you'll gain 4 life.
Yeah, that'll go.
No.
I will get to add an extra +1/+1 counter because red source dealt damage this turn.
So it lives. I see.
That's
Okay.
clever.
Oh, I thought it was the Death Presence thing you were going for, but fair enough.
No, that's it. And I'm out of mana, out of things to do. Pass turn.
Thank you. I will untap.
How many cards you got left in hand?
2 cards left in hand.
Okay.
2.
That's come out swinging.
Right, so I'll draw a card.
I think that's the commander I'd run for that deck as well.
I think it's a little bit more interesting. The main problem with Tyrannid, the Tyrannid Swarm leader, I've forgotten his name, Stormlord,
The Stormlord.
is that it's got no trample. So even though it's a big boy, there's only a few cards in here that give it any sort of evasion.
Okay. I'm going to tap Soul Ring, plus a red, plus a black, to play the Ruinous Powers. At the beginning of my upkeep, I choose an opponent at random, exile the top card of their library until the end of turn. I might play it, and I can spend mana as a mana of any colour. When I do cast a spell that way, its owner loses life equal to its mana value.
You'll take 2 damage from Shadow in the Warp.
I will take 2 damage from Shadow in the Warp. I don't like that Shadow in the Warp. Right, what can I do here?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to tap Passive Ancestry to add a black. I'm going to Dark Ritual to add 3 black. Then I'm going to use that 3 black in conjunction with a blue and a red. So that's 5 mana total to play Abaddon the Despoiler.
You lose a life from the talisman. Yeah.
No, you only lose it on the first one you spend.
No, this one.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, you're right. Yep, so that's...
You're just losing life all the time, Wally.
Yeah.
During your turn, spells you cast from your hand with mana value X or less have cascade. Oh dear. Right.
Yeah, so this is the main commander for this deck. And Ollie, I'm going to swing Lucius the Eternal at you.
Ooh.
So it gets minus.
Gets -1, -0.
So it's a 4/3 coming at you.
So I think I'm okay with that. I think I prefer to keep the Gene Stealer Locus alive. So I will take the 4 damage.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You see, even if you did kill it, I'd get it back at some point as well, so
Absolutely.
that's pretty good. And I'll pass the turn to you, Christian.
Although, interestingly, had you ordered it slightly differently, you might have got a Cascade trigger, is that right?
I was tapped out at that point, so...
But you would have got a Cascade trigger off your Ruinous
I
Powers.
would have done, wouldn't I?
Draw.
Well, there you go. There you go.
You can also take your Takesy-Backsy counter.
I'll avoid the takesy-backsy counters for now, but well remembered.
Then I'll play a Swamp as my land for turn, which gives me access now to 6 mana. What can I do with 6 mana? Right, I will...
I love that they're laser swamps.
I'll pay 3 to play a Convergence of Dominion. As long as you control your commander, activate abilities cost 2 less to activate. Well, I don't control my commander, so it's not something to be too worried about.
That would be so powerful in my round
And you'll
deck.
also need to take 2 from Shadow in the Warp.
Sure, and then I'll take for a Imotekh Wraith. I'm sorry, 40k fans, if I'm not pronouncing this right. It is difficult. It's an artifact creature 2/1. It can't be blocked, and whenever it deals damage to a player, you may pay 3 and sacrifice it. If you do, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards with the same name as the land you control. Put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle, and I'll pass turn.
Okay, I will untap. Draw.
I feel like my deck's taking a little while to get going, and there's some scary stuff on the board.
I think that once it does get going, it really gets going though.
Yeah, it's like they can have a completely broken turn, cycling artifacts and all this sort of thing.
Especially with this convergence, like the infinite loops with Unearth, especially with that commander, can just get you
I will
so many recons.
tap this. Boo. I will tap this to tap these 2.
Yeah, for Demir.
And I will play a Talisman of Dominance.
Sure.
It's just an artifact. I
Seal.
can
Yeah,
add
you'll
1
take
for
2.
colours mana. I'll take 2, but I can also add 1 blue or 1 black and deals 1 damage to myself. And then I will. What do you have up? Oh, everyone's very strong
Yeah,
right now.
we're sort of just
I'm not like
chilling a little bit.
like any of this, but I will commit Christian.
Tom, we need to work together.
Okay, I tell you what.
We do need to work together here a little bit.
We do need to work
I mean, you
together.
have got vigilance, so.
I will pay 1, and I will tap my commander to tap a target creature an opponent controls to investigate.
Yeah.
And I will tap.
Well, it's going to untap on the next turn.
It's fine because I can now attack him.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I'm not wishing to,
I will take the
make it a little bit
backlash.
easier.
I will take everything.
No. I was just going to say, you can attack with it first because it's got vigilance, and then tap it down and deal more
Oh,
damage.
yeah. That does make sense.
Well, you are helping me there, so I do feel bad now. But I will I will do that. Then I will attack with both,
And then do the thing to tap it.
And then do the thing to tap it. Pay the 1, and then I will. Yeah.
So I will take 3
Clue.
and another 3, so that's 6 damage coming at me.
Yeah.
Well done, Tom.
Well done, Tom.
3, 4, 5,
I
6.
hope you all appreciate it.
I do. I genuinely do appreciate that.
Yeah, I think that was very
However,
smart.
each creature that comes at me gets -1/-1.
Oh, so
actually,
There you go.
well, this is why we need to do it. Yeah.
Just more reason to attack with more things.
And then I'm going to pass the turn.
great. So I will untap.
It's interesting playing decks where you're seeing most of the cards for the first time. And
Yeah,
you're like,
same.
what does this do? Okay.
So I will play a land for turn, which will be a forest. And I don't like leaving my guard down too much.
No, well, you see what happens when you do that.
Absolutely. And I imagine everyone's going to come at me straight away if I leave it down again. However, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to move to combat.
Okay.
Actually, because you've got your 5/5 there, you've
Yeah.
also got this 5/3.
It is tapped.
It is tapped.
I mean, I'm probably not going to throw Abaddon and Spoiler under the bus, so you've got a free attack against me, basically.
I can certainly leave up something.
Swing it in, Ollie. I think Wally needs you to
You stop politicking right there. What I am going to do instead, I think, is let's see. That's a 3/1, isn't it? With your commander.
Yeah.
3/1 first strike as well.
3/1 first strike. That's okay. So I'm actually going to add an extra counter onto my Gene Stealer Locus at the beginning of turn, and then I am going to swing this and this at you.
I'll take that. Actually, I'll tell you what. I will block.
There's open mana there.
Which is the most
So
powerful?
this is a 3/3, and this is a 6/5.
I will block the 6/5.
Okay.
Hasn't your guy got first strike? You could just kill the 3/3, couldn't you?
Oh,
No,
sorry. Because
he gets plus.
I get
he
plus
does,
0,
yeah.
plus 0/+1 from the Gene Stealer, so it's. I misspoke.
get
It's a
one from
3/4,
them, yeah.
and it's a 6/6.
Well, I'll block the 6/6 and I'll take the 4.
Okie doke.
3, isn't it? Yeah, it gets an extra toughness.
Yeah, against an extra
Yeah,
toughness, so
yeah,
it'd be
yeah.
3, and it's 3 commander damage. If we're keeping track of that, probably should.
Yeah.
I'll use
Have you
the
got
dice.
Have you got a D20?
I've got a
Yeah,
D20.
D20, yeah.
So yeah, I'll be the gruel one. That's how you know that I've done damage to you.
That's fine.
In addition, because I have had 2 red sources deal damage, that allows me to put another 2 counters on the red terror. So this is currently now an 8/7.
Wow.
And then I will pass the turn.
Okay, so I will untap. Then on my upkeep, I will choose an opponent at random. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, Ollie, if you could exile the top card of your library, please.
It's an Opal Palace.
So does it say cast or play? So I can actually play that, can't I? Yep, so I will play that as my land for turn. I'll untap this as well. Okay, this is going to be interesting this turn. I can deal with some of the stuff going on over there.
Oh, that's good. I think that's the case.
Don't say
But
that.
before I do that, Tom, I'm going to swing at you with my 5/5.
Ow!
That's fine. I will.
Actually, because you've got no blockers, I will leave Abaddon up, so it's just the 5/3 coming at you.
I'll take 5.
I needed to do that because of my next play. Basically, I needed to do 5 damage to an opponent. Because what I'm going to do is tap Soul Ring for 2, 3, 4, 5 to play Blight Grenade. Destroy target creature targeting the red terror, and all creatures will get -3/-3 until end of turn.
No!
That's fine for me.
I'll also take the damage off.
That kills 2 of your things, you know.
Well, this will be exiled underneath something that survives. So let's see what survives first.
So firstly, take 2 from the Shadow.
taking 2, yeah.
Taking 2.
Oh, Wally. Oh no, this is awful. Okay, these two. Oh, that's so bad. That's
and also
so bad.
there'll be a cascade trigger, won't there? So does that go off before this resolves?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'll cascade.
first.
So that is a higher CMC. That's a land. Plague drone. So that will come in, but it will actually die. It'll die to my own spell.
Yeah.
So
everything will get -3/-3. So this dies, and its counters go on here. Actually, more counters go on there. So this is an 8/8.
So Tallyman of Nurgle will die.
So actually, this
Talisman. You
No,
said
it says Tallyman.
Oh, is it Tallyman? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Ignore me. Ignore me.
and then this. So that dies, and actually,
I can't believe that play, Wally. I can't believe that.
I didn't realise all those counters were going to go onto his Gene
the
Stealer.
trigger goes
That's
on
not-
it.
Well, I was protesting, but never mind.
So there we are. So my Gene Stealer is currently an 18/18.
All right. So as that is the only creature an opponent controls, I'll exile Lucius under that.
And when it dies.
So when this dies, I get Lucius back.
Oh,
What?
It's not
No. Your thing.
Oh,
stays
I
alive.
see.
Yeah.
Oh, I
But Sam claims to
understand.
these cards.
Yeah. And then I've got no cards in my hand, so I'll pass the turn.
Right, I'll untap and draw. I'll play a swamp as my land for turn.
I'm just going to go out on a limb and say someone needs to deal with that.
Right.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say, don't worry about it. It's fine.
I'm going to tap for 4
I might want to play my commander at some point as well.
to play my commander, and then so then with this ability here makes things in my graveyard cost 2 less to activate. I'm going to press 2 to unearth my Royal Warden. Okay, because 1 or more artifact cards left my graveyard, I will create 2 Necron Warriors. And when this enters the battlefield, I create 2 tapped Necron Warriors.
Nice.
Yeah.
Quick board rebuild.
Yeah.
I think my board wipe might have been better being sandbagged.
Okay. Well, I told you not to cast it, and you decided that you wanted to. And because this has got haste, and basically I can attack with it, and it's going to get +2/+2 and gain menace until end of turn because of this ability. So it's going to become a 5/4 menace, and that's going at Holly.
So because you're swinging at me, that will become a 4/4
yeah.
menace. I'll take the 4.
Okay. Then going to my end step, this then exiles, I believe.
With Unearth, yeah, it exiles.
Yeah, it exiles, so that then goes here, and I will pass the turn to you, Tom.
Draw a card, and tap. Oh, okay.
I'm feeling a bit better with my Necron Warriors now, so that's something.
I will play Memorial to Glory. It's a land, it comes in tapped. It basically adds 1 planes, or I can sacrifice it to create 2 +1/+1 white creature soldier tokens.
Ones, yeah.
Okay, and then what do I want to do? This is very scary now.
I think you just need to
You
get some
are a
blockers.
big fan of like blind board wipes. I've noticed
I just love a good board wipe,
As
yeah.
soon as you get a board wipe, you're like, ha! Blow it up! Yeah.
Just permanently got my finger on the end of the
I will
board button.
pay 1 black, and then
Yeah, you should not be in charge
I
of
will
the big
tap.
red button.
an island to tap Darkwood's Catacombs, so, and then a plains to bring out Sanguinary Priest.
Oh, great.
So it has lifelink, and whenever another creature you control dies, it deals 1 damage to any target.
So
basically.
this is one of the cards that I think is going to become a staple because I'd run that in my Slimefoot deck.
Oh wow, that's really good.
Any more?
That's really, really good.
No, I actually don't want to do any more.
One thing I don't quite understand is why does the Imperium
I'll pass
deck
the turn.
have black in its identity?
Well, clearly you don't know enough about 40k, mate.
Well, I know very little about 40k.
There are no.
I will
Sorry,
untap.
There are no good guys in 40k.
I like Tau, but everybody will be saying who is a 40k fan. Well, they're actually not good either.
Tau are just lame. They're just fish people. It's literally all they are.
I like Tau.
I'm going to play a mountain as land for turn. Then I have some thinking to do. I think I'd like to replay my commander, so that's the first thing I'll do. Actually, no, that's not the first thing that I'll do. So I will keep aside 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Tell you what, no, I'm going to... Can I do it?
Yeah, you can attack either of these, that's no problem.
I think Christian's looking pretty open to attacks.
You are definitely
as
the threat.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa!
I'm going to be honest. If that had trample,
If this had trample, it would be awesome.
this would be the shortest episode ever.
Well, it's in your benefit for that to be removed.
So I'm worried about this, but a board wipe can sort that. I'm actually more worried about this because of Cascade. I think the best thing.
I just had a massive whiff off Cascade.
You also just destroyed all my creatures.
That was actually really mean of you, actually.
Yeah, I think it was very mean too.
Okay, so what's that thing right now?
So this thing is So this thing is currently a.
I don't like the use of the word currently.
Yeah.
This is currently an 1818. So my first step. I'm going to move. Pardon me. Because of this, I get to cast my first creature for 2 less. So for 4 mana, I'm going to cast my commander for the second time.
Okay.
Then I am going to move to combat, and I'm going to choose to put a 1/1 counter on Magus Lucea Kane.
Okay.
Declaring attackers, I will attack with my 1818, which is in fact a 1918.
Oh. I wouldn't like that.
Sorry, an 1819. My apologies. It's the
it doesn't really. When there's so much, it doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, me.
Yep.
Okay.
Because either I get to do a lot of damage to you, which will mean that it's a little bit easier to deal with that, or else we get rid of that. So
you know what? I think I'm probably going to regret this, but I'm going to take the damage.
Why did you do that?
I'm taking the damage. Yeah.
Oh.
And then I get to cast, I think, one of my favourite weird cards in my deck. So I'm going to pay 4 mana and play Hierophant Biotitan. So I paid 4 mana and I can remove counters from a creature to reduce its mana cost. So I paid 4, so I need to take 4 counters off this to reduce the cost to allow me to cast it. So this is a 12/12 Hierophant Biotitan. It has Vigilance, Reach, and Ward 2, and it can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less.
Oh my god. I think
That's the end of my turn.
well, that was quite a turn. Right, so I will untap. On my upkeep, we'll do the random person thing again. Same numbers as before. So 2 is Christian. So would you like to exile the top card of your library for me? What's that? Reliquary Tower. Well, I'll just play that as my land for turn. And then I will draw my card for turn.
Very useful.
With 1 card in my hand.
I really wish that was like any removal whatsoever. For you,
same.
yeah, I really do, yeah. But it wasn't.
Okay, I think given that I've got no other options really, I'm probably just going to tap, bring out my commander, so I'll just tap 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. There we go. So that's my other commander out for the first time.
Can I suggest, just because you're not used to paying with Opal Palace, you can in fact use that if you put an extra mana into it to bring it out with a +1/+1 counter.
Okay, maybe I'll just do that. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
First time playing.
So it's a 7/6.
Not to help my opponents too much, obviously.
No, we're friendly here. We're friendly here. You did just hit him for 18. So
That's not very friendly, is it?
It shows what you actually think of Wally's chances of winning. Yeah.
I love the way you're saying that though. You were the one who was politicking for Wally to get hit.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
Hang on.
Catch him out on it.
That is you politicking, though. That is you politicking.
All I'm saying is I've stayed absolutely out of all of this. And I've
come on, mate.
I've already got one little creature out.
Yeah.
Look at all yous.
right. I don't think I think I need to keep my blockers up because
I'd say so, Wally.
there's these 2 absolute mountains of creatures coming at me.
I'd say don't.
Presumably. Yeah, I'm not going to be attacking. I'll pass the turn.
Okay, I will untap. I'll tell you what, I have been able to hit my land drops in this deck, which is what I was a little bit worried about.
Mono black, it's done quite well actually, hasn't it?
And draw. Oh, hang on. What does this do?
Ooh.
Well, whatever it does, it sounds like you should do it.
Yeah. Okay, so that's an interesting card to say the least. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I've got 7 mana to play with, which is a nice amount of mana. Right, you've got. Look, there's quite a few things going on here.
Maybe eliminate the threat.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I would say that.
Well, the thing is,
He's the threat. Eliminate yourself.
Whoa.
Yeah. He is on the highest life
We'll
total.
have less of that. Okay, right. I'm going to tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm going to play Technomancer here to bring stuff back from the graveyard. When it enters the battlefield, mill 3 cards, then return any number of artifact creature cards with mana value 6 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. So I'm going to pick my flayed one and my Imotekh Wraith. Okay, so when these happen, I will create another 4 Necron Warriors. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. This is fine, guys. This is absolutely fine.
I mean, this is really scary, but
and then when Flayed One enters the battlefield,
dead in 1 turn.
I will mill 3 cards. So Biotransference, Crypto Thor, and Endless Atlas. Okay, we'll go to combat.
Come on, Christian.
You know, I think having 8 Necron Warriors out is smart against Ollie. I think that's so. I'm actually.
But one of these things can't be blocked by creatures with 2 power or less.
Oh, which one? The 12.
I think it's this one, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, with that in mind, right. So we've got 4 here. You can absorb 1.
Yeah, send one my way.
No. I think that. No, I'm just going to pass. I'm going to pass a turn. I want to have blockers up for the biggest one that he's got.
Okay, so I will untap. And I will draw.
Those Necron Warriors are looking really nice though.
They are.
Okay.
The foil tokens look amazing,
I missed
don't
something.
they?
I could have given something +2/+2 and menace, so I could have actually done
Right.
something.
I will pay 1 black.
You okay?
I will pay an island to play Darkwater Catacombs. I'll play a plains.
Yeah.
I'll play another plains.
Were you tapping?
I'll tap in, yeah, sorry. I'll, well, don't you worry. I'll,
I don't like this.
Yeah, there's a lot of land being tapped here, isn't
I
there?
will tap my Talisman, and I will also tap my Memorial's Glory.
6 mana, 7 mana.
Yeah, and I'm going to play an Exterminatus. Basically,
is that board wipe?
Yeah. Non-land permanent your opponent controls, lose indestructible until the end of turn, destroy all non-land permanents.
All non-land permanents. So you firstly
so I
take 2 from Shadow in the Warp before it resolves.
So
And all non-land
scoop all
permanents.
this up.
And you get your Lucius back.
No.
Oh yes, and he will. Yeah, so he'll actually survive that. Excellent.
Remember what I did for you though, Wally?
You didn't do that for me.
I did.
You did it for us.
Remember what us
And
mean?
I lose my arcane suit. Oh, cheers for that, Tom. Now I'm back to the Stone Age.
That's why I said attack me.
I've gone from the Jetsons to the
But look,
Flintstones.
I am all open.
To be fair,
I think that's good, clean magic.
Hey,
Yeah.
does this make me the threat? Because I'm the only one with a creature.
Yeah.
also on 10 life, so we can sort that fairly soon.
I mean, I've got nothing else but to pass the turn.
So I will untap on my empty board.
That needed to be dealt with, though.
Draw a
You must
card.
realise that it really needed to be dealt
I
with.
think Christian's was the one that was
Yeah,
getting
Christian's
scary.
was also pretty scary, to be fair.
Okay, so I will play a land for turn. And do I have enough mana to do this? Oh, 1 short.
What, for another commander play?
For another commander play and this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Really loved my board.
It was quite a good board.
Yeah, like I was so happy.
But
with
I mean, you'll probably end up with everything back next turn.
Yeah,
anyway.
I felt guilty, I tell you that, Christian. It didn't come
You
to
didn't
me.
feel guilty in the slightest.
Not
Do you know what? I think I just have to get out my commander again. So I'm going to tap 8 mana. Eesh. It's a lot more expensive without my Shadow in the Warp.
Yeah.
And then I will
To be
Pass the
fair, it got rid of a lot of important stuff.
Yeah, there was some really scary stuff going on there.
Which
Right, so
combat?
I will untap. I won't have my Ruinous Powers thing, but I will draw a card for turn.
Sorry, your Talisman of Dominance should be in the graveyard.
Oh, it should be, yes.
And also your Soul Ring, if that's still around.
Oh, yep, Soul Ring as well.
Look at this
Thought
guy.
I was going to get away with that. Right, so I'll play Crumbling Necropolis, comes in tapped. And I think, given my precarious
Attack!
state...
Attack!
Yeah, no, I think I am going to attack.
Well, Ollie did hit you for 18.
He did.
That is
hit you
true.
for 18.
However, he has so much recursion. I do not. I have nothing to get stuff out of the graveyard. I
yeah,
have
it
one card
kind of
in
changes the
hand.
maths a little bit now, doesn't it? And also, Christian, you're on the highest life total, so I'm going to swing you for 5. You should try and politics a bit more.
Get lost. Yeah, anymore?
No, that's it, pass the turn.
Right, I will untap and draw. I'm just going to tap for 6 to bring out my commander again.
What a sad play.
Yeah, that's a sad play, and then I'll pass the turn.
Okay, I will draw a card.
I'm still sad about my board going, like, you know, when you had, I was like, no, everything's going so well.
Okay.
So this this can keep coming back, this Lucius?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why the board wipe wasn't so bad for me.
So
back.
I will tap 1 plains, swamp, and then I'll pay that to tap this to bring out Ultramarines Honor Guard. Because I paid the extra 2, in addition, I can create a copy of it.
Ooh.
I've got
As additional cost to cast this spell, you may pay 2 any number of times.
I only pay it once.
Okay. And you create a copy of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it not come with?
It's not a token, is it?
Oh, okay.
So it's a copy
All
of
the
it.
creatures get plus
So
one, plus
they
one, so
put-
3/3s.
Yeah, they're both free freeze. And I think that's a valid turn, and then I'll
That's a
I'll
pretty
pass.
good turn there, Tom.
That is pretty good.
Yeah.
Right. Untap. He's hoping I draw something that's useful.
You-
Oh! That'll do. It's not amazing.
As long as it can get rid
Deal
of
10 damage to any
Lucius.
target.
So what I'm going to do is we'll go 1, 2, and 1, 2, and do a blue to play Herald's Horn.
Oh,
It's an artifact, and as it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. I'm going to choose Tyrannid.
You sure you don't want to choose like a star to use or something?
I mean, that would be useful, wouldn't it? But it's only the spell divine. Creature spells of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast, and at the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature card of the chosen type, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. So I am then going to
That's
pay
quite good.
1, 2, 3, and 4 to play Clamavus. That's right. For each creature you control gets +1/+1 for each +1/+1 counter.
What?
Okay.
So you basically double your counters.
What I will say about all these decks is there are a lot of cards that are going to be wanted by other decks. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, crazy.
Absolutely.
And that Herald's Horn actually really needed a reprint as well.
Especially a foil one as well.
Yeah.
So, bit of politicking now. Before I move to combat, are you going to come at me next turn?
He's going to say no, isn't he?
No.
Are you lying?
No, I'm not. I don't lie at the table.
Okay. In which case, I am not going to come at you. I'm going to go at Christian. So move
I
to
agree with
combat.
that.
I'm going to add
I
an
agree with
extra
it as well,
counter
Tom.
on here, and then I'm going to attack. So this is currently a 5/5 because it has 2 counters. So as well as being a 3/3, it gets +2/+2. So it's a 5/5 coming at you for commander
No
damage.
locks. I'll take 5 commander damage.
That would go really well in my Oboon deck, that would.
I think there's my commander
Thank you very much.
damage dice for you.
Cool.
Fantastic. I have nothing else to do this turn, so pass the turn.
Okay, I will untap. I will draw.
Ooh. That bit of silence when you draw a card and you're like, oh, does this change things at all?
Okay, so I'll play a Terramorphic Expanse, but I won't crack it until I pass the turn. Tom, I'm going to swing Lucius the Eternal at you.
It's a 5/5.
It's a 5/3.
5/3.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? I'll take the 5.
Okie doke. So you'll take 5.
He's so suspicious, aren't you? Yeah.
I just don't understand why.
Okay. And well,
Unless that's a
it doesn't
poker
matter.
face.
Yeah,
I'm not taking the risk.
He can recur it, so that's why he probably doesn't mind
yeah,
dying.
it's like easy to kill. Right. I'll pass the turn. As I do, I will crack my Terramorphic Expanse and find an island.
I will remember that though.
I'll untap.
I hope you know.
Remember, I didn't come at you.
Yeah.
Very nice. Neither with my 18 or with my 5/5.
But you are still a threat.
I am not a
You've got the highest life total. You've got
that highest life total, I'll give you that.
I'm going to tap for 5, and I'm going to play Beacon of Unrest, sorcery. Put target artifact or creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control, and then shuffle this into your library. I'm just going to leave that there for a second before I shuffle it. I'm going to choose Technomancer.
Can I interest you in this Soul Ring?
When Technomancer's entered the battlefield,
Because I don't want to see
my
that thing
commander
come
will
back.
trigger, and I'll create 2 Necron Warriors.
Oh my god.
Then, with Technomancer, I will return.
He's the threat.
I know.
He's the threat.
Sorry, when that happens, I will also mill 3 cards. Sorry, I forgot to do that. A swamp, and a swamp, which makes things easy because it's not going to affect my what I do. So I will choose a Imotekh Wraith, and I will also choose a. Oh, hang on. Will I choose a Imotekh Wraith?
Yeah, I think it's Canoptic.
Canoptic.
Got there in the end.
I'll actually choose a Psychomancer. Whenever it or another non-token artifact is put in the grave from the battlefield or is put into exile from the battlefield, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. And I will also pick a Crypto Thrall, which is a 3/3, which gives other artifact creatures I control hexproof. When these come in, I will get another 1, 2, 3, 4 Necron Warrior tokens, and then once that's resolved, I will shuffle Beacon of Unrest into my library.
I just realised something. We missed triggers off the Sanguinary Priest.
What was the triggers we missed?
Now, whenever another creature you control dies... Oh, that was the only creature you had out.
Yeah. So you missed a trigger?
No, we
missed
missed
another.
There was no trigger. No trigger.
I'll follow. Ignore me.
Yeah.
Judge.
Then this isn't going to matter because it's another creature and everything came into the battlefield this turn, so I will pass the turn to you.
Oh, what will I do? You're coming out strong. Everything you have.
No!
You have hexproof, don't you?
My creatures have hexproof, yeah.
Great.
Do they? What gives them hexproof?
All the artifact creatures you control have hexproof, and everything
dear.
I control is an artifact creature.
Okay. So this is quite a big issue, and I don't know how we get past it.
Well, we need to get rid of this first, don't we? And then
Well, we need another board wipe.
I can deal with the warriors, but we need to get rid of that.
Okay.
Okay. So, I might just bring out my commander if I can. I don't even know if I can right now.
I'll tell you what, right? I will let you play your commander. That's
Oh.
You've got enough mana for it?
Yes, yeah, I definitely do. Tap that to bring out my commander.
You need one more. Tap one more.
Well, I just put one of those mana into the.
Yeah, just put one of your mana into
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we are.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I will also.
Hang on a second. Is that not your 3rd time casting your commander?
I didn't bring. I didn't bring it.
Oh, okay.
to
Sorry,
do it.
my mistake.
Well, look at you trying to politic.
No, well, it's not politics. I'm just asking if you got it right.
I'll also play an Ever-Flowering Chalice.
An ever-flowing challenge. What does that do?
Oh, you have to pay 2.
Yeah, you have to pay. You multi-kicker.
Yeah, ignore it.
Never mind.
Okay, and then let's go to combat. Ever the salty. Wally, this will be 2. Who's this? Oh no, they've got vigilance.
You've got vigilance.
2 4/3s coming at you.
Okay, I cannot take that much damage.
4 3s. Oh my word.
I can't take that much damage, so I'm going to tap a swamp and Path of Ancestry for a black to Bile Blight. That. So
What does
both of them.
Bile Blight do?
Target creature and all of the creatures with the same name as it get -3/-3 until end of
Oh, nice.
So they will both die.
Very, very smart.
And that's why you wanted it for
I
the.
was saving it for the
Necrons.
warriors, but I don't see this going anywhere anytime soon.
Do you know what, Tom? Because you saved my Necron Warriors.
I did that for you.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah.
Very articulate.
Yeah.
I told him that you were trying to hurt him. Well, not much else I can do past the turn.
I couldn't take 8 damage.
Yeah.
And then for my upkeep, Beginning of upkeep, look at the top card of the library. If it's a creature of the chosen type, reveal it and put it into my hand. It is not. So that stays on top. So I can now deal with some things. I can. It's a shame you didn't keep that bile blight.
Bile blight, yeah. But I mean, I
blight.
also couldn't take 8 damage, so.
I see, Ollie, you're quite determined to put a target on your back this turn. So you know, I'd quite happily.
He's tapped out. Don't worry about it.
He's got one left.
Sadly, I don't have a board wipe, which is the issue. But I can do a few things that might put me in a good position. So what I need to do first is we will tap this for 2 colourless mana as part of its psychic stimulus. So I've got 2 colourless mana floating, and now whenever I cast my first spell with X in it, I can get to duplicate it. So I will go 1, 2, might as well pour everything. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana.
So you're paying an X spell for 11 mana, and you're going to copy it.
And I'm going to copy it for
Okay.
Morlock.
Warlock. Ravenous.
Yes.
When it ETBs, what happens?
So when it ETBs, firstly it's Ravenous, and X is 5 or more, so I should get 2 triggers, I believe, because X is +5 on each of these, and they're both cast.
Yeah.
And then it says when it enters the battlefield, it fights up to 1 target creature an opponent controls. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead.
Okay.
So firstly, these both come
Gives
out.
you a chance to get rid of either of their commanders, which is quite good.
I haven't got my commander.
You want to get rid of
your commander.
You want to get rid of the thing that has hexproof.
So 9/9. So firstly, let me draw. Let me draw cards from Ravenous. So that's 1 and 2.
Wish I could draw some cards.
Yeah, you ran out of a bit of steam on it now. Your commander can draw cards, though, can't you?
Yeah, I need demons out though.
And life.
Well, I'm not too worried about the life.
So what's really interesting is that because these are 11 11s, they have 9 counters, so they're actually 20 20s.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I can't attack this turn with them though, but I'm going to choose your the thing which is giving everything hexproof.
Okay, so that goes into exile. Trigger from this. I'll get you to lose life, and I'll gain life. It is an exile trigger as well.
I do have a rules question because. I need to name both targets, and they both need to resolve, so I can't actually target your things while that's still out, can I? And I have to name the target.
It's an ETB trigger, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, but they both enter at the same time, but the triggers would be stacked. So I can choose which one goes first.
Correct, yeah, but it doesn't matter, you just pick 2 things to kill.
Yeah, so long as this one resolves first, but we know what you're doing, so...
and then I am going to get rid
Inquisitor,
of...
Greyfax.
You're most certainly the threat.
Yeah,
I think you're most certainly the threat. So
Well, in Technomancer, it's great because I can recur more things.
Well, I don't know, I feel like the threat is these 2 20/20s here.
Attack yourself.
I mean, I'm actually just dead next turn to Ollie.
I'm
Might be
gonna...
dead this turn.
What do you think, this or this? Which is the thing that's... This is making the tokens, and it doesn't... You have how much mana?
I've got 1 mana left.
In total,
I've got 6 mana.
6 mana.
So I wouldn't be able to cast it.
So you wouldn't
for
be
at
able to
least
cast it for another
turns.
few turns, and that might save us from some of his smaller bits, and we can chip away at him from there. So I'm going to get rid of your commander.
Sure. When that dies, I will get a trigger. I will get you to lose life, and I'll gain a life from my Psychomancer.
No problem at all. Then I will move to combat, and I will put a +1/+1 counter on Clamavus. And then I move to combat. Now,
It's a crazy big creature, this now.
Oh god, that is it's a 5/5, right?
Clamavus is a 5/5 now. Do I want to take out?
Yes, take him out. Take him out.
I won't take it personally. You'll just never be invited back on the show.
I can't take you out.
I'll tell you what, right? How's this for you? If you take Wally out of the game, right, I will laugh and laugh some more, and then probably maybe swing things at Tom.
I'd say Wally actually
I don't
isn't
think-
the threat. I would say Christian is most
Yeah, I would
No,
agree.
I think the smart play is to swing it at Tom, because Tom will have to block with his commander.
I'll just take the damage.
Tom could afford to take it,
I
yeah,
worry
so.
less about big things, and so he can help me kind of pin down the board a little bit.
And he will help you, for sure.
Yeah.
It's actually a she, but...
Oh, it's a she?
Yeah, that's
I'm so sorry.
She will help you.
She will help. She will help. So I am going to swing 5 at. I'm going to swing 5 at Wally.
Is it each other creature gets a +1/+1 for each +1 counter?
For each creature, for each +1/+1 counter on it.
So it's
currently
5/5.
a 5/5. So I
I
can take them out.
misunderstood.
I have no cards in hand, I have no blockers, so I will...
Take down
Yikes.
to 5. That is all I can. Oh, that's not all I can do. I can play a land for turn, and then I will pass.
Okay.
Come on, Wally, down your
Right,
sword.
I feel like this is going to be the last untapped step
Blaze
I
of
have.
glory.
I can't even think of a worse draw I could possibly have drawn. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I will bring out my commander. I can't afford to activate Opal Palace. So, yeah, with no expectation of ever being able to play in this game again, I will pass.
Attack!
I suppose I can attack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's attack, that's attack.
Well, I think that's maybe a silly move for you to attack, because you might get another turn.
Well, all you have to do is.
I'll tell you what, if you attack me, you're definitely not getting another turn, right?
Well, I'm definitely dead to Ollie. Even if both of these were untapped, I would definitely be dead to Ollie. So I think I'm pretty sure I'm dead. So as a result, Tom, I'm going to swing you for 5,
I'll take 5. But remember that.
and then I will pass. Well, yeah, I might be dead before it gets to your turn. So you remembering might not
Hopefully
matter.
you are dead. Hopefully.
Okay.
We can only wish.
I'll untap all my stuff and draw. Right, what do we want to do here then? So, what have you got? 1 blocker, Wally.
1 blocker.
Um,
Oh, and you've got 6. Oh God, I could be dead now.
But he has to leave up at least 2 things, because otherwise.
It would be a bit of a kamikaze, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah. Those 2020s are
I'm
very
going to
scary.
tap 5 to play Gilded Lotus. Then I'm going to tap.
I thought you said Jeweled Lotus, and I was like, wow, these are good precons, aren't they?
Can you imagine?
I'm going to tap this for 3 black, and to play Cranial Plating with 1 black floating. And then I'm going to tap this for another black.
So you've got 2
So I've
black
got 2
closing.
black to attach this to one of my Necron warriors. It gets +1/+0 for each artifact I control, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's a 12/2.
So I'll just say sayonara.
So we'll go to combat, and I will
Just
swing.
gonna hide.
If I don't swing at you, can I have immunity from you for the next turn?
Don't promise anything, Wally.
if I'm still alive, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. So complete immunity from you next turn. I'm going to swing my 12/2 at you, Tom.
Okay, I'll block.
Alright, cool.
Yeah,
So
can't
they'll
block
trade.
that. See, that's the right thing to do when someone's swinging at you with loads of damage, Tom. Don't just take on
Don't just take
Yeah,
18.
and then when that artifact dies, I will gain a life, and I will choose Ollie to lose life. And then pass the 10.
Thanks for not choosing.
I will untap my lands.
I think I
Draw a
might
card.
need you. I might need you to do my bidding.
Well, I am your humble Necron servant.
Not like a
I don't quite know how the Necrons work, but fair.
Okay.
Has everyone played 40k before?
When I was a
played
teenager,
yeah.
yeah.
No.
Okay, I'll tap 1, 2, 3, 1. Tap that to tap this.
Yeah.
Right. I am going to bring out Space Marine Devastator, right? So I've paid the 2 to create a copy of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so when it enters the battlefield, and it's entered the battlefield twice, when Space Marine Devastator enters the battlefield, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. Funnily enough, you have artifacts. I do believe I'd like to. What would you prefer me to
Skull
destroy?
clamp. Get rid of the skull clamp.
Is
for
it not
sure.
skull camp?
Cranial plate.
Cranial
Cranial
plating.
plate.
Well, that will be one of them I do definitely destroy.
Is Harold Horn?
No. I do believe he came at me.
Yeah.
And then
Okay, so right, I've got a 5/1, probably the best creature. This 1/1 flying Tom I'm using it purely to ping Ollie. I've got this, which makes all my creatures massive.
That's destroyed.
You want this one gone?
That one's definitely destroyed. And then what about this?
Because then you can play his
3
commander
mana
again.
of any colour,
Yeah, so I would also like to destroy your Lotus as well. Enjoy.
Let's
And destroy the Lotus! I have made my
we
decision.
can talk about
I have
it.
made my decision.
Yeah, there's no talking to be had anymore.
Right, there's 2 triggers. There's another trigger there, so I'll gain a life and Ollie will lose a life.
I will go down on my sword. I will pass the turn.
Very kind of you to not target
Thank you
Tom
very
with that
much.
damage.
At the moment, I can't think of a way to. It's my way to kill Ollie slowly. You know?
You're on a 24-turn clock there, Ollie.
Absolutely, oh my word. Right, so I've drawn a card for turn, and then for my Herald's Horn, I can look at the top. If it is a Tyrannid, I may reveal it and put it into my hand. It is in fact a Tyrannid. It is Exocrine, which is it
How
is
do we
red
die?
2 and X with Ravenous. When Exocrine enters the battlefield, it deals X damage to each player and each other creature.
Uh-oh.
So board wipe and I'm dead.
Board wipe and
we're all dead.
you're dead. This could be
so.
it. So this goes to hand. So firstly, I will play a land for turn. I only want to do 2 damage to your creatures. Although I suppose if I were to do a lot of damage, I could copy it and I could take out most of you to begin with, leave my 20s alive. That's it. That's how we do it. So
I think Ollie's about to win.
I think this might be it.
Yeah.
What a top. You should have killed the Herald Command. You would have drawn it anyway.
Yeah.
So we would go for this to add 2, which allows me to duplicate the trigger. So if I make X equals 2, then I end up with 2 of these. I take out your board. Clamavus is left alive, although I would lose Magus Luceia Kane. Oh no, I wouldn't, because she's 5. Okay, that's it. So we do this 1, 2.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, and 6 to play Exocrine for 2. When it enters the battlefield, it will make a copy. So I will do 4 damage to
Each player and each creature.
including myself. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. And each other creature.
So your creatures die. I have 1, 4, 5. I have 7 triggers, and I will choose to blast you for 7.
That sounds fine
And
by
I
me.
will gain 7.
Okay, there's a trigger off Lucius the Eternal. So I pick a creature an opponent draws. What's your smallest creature, Ollie?
It would be the Exocrine at the moment.
Okay, so I'll leave it exiled under Exocrine. Not that I expect to get it back. Got to place your outs.
Then I am going to tap 1, 2, 3 and 4. We're going to play another creature, which is Gargoyle Flock, which is a 2/2 with flying. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature enters the battlefield under your control this turn, create a 1/1 blue Tyrannid Gargoyle creature token with flying.
Sure.
So then I'm going to move to combat. You are on 32.
Yeah.
So I'm going to swing this 20/20 at you. I'm going to swing this Morlock at you as well to take you out.
Sure.
You are on 12. Oh, I also get another trigger from Magus Luceia Kane, so I'm going to add an extra counter onto this. And I'm going to swing this, which is currently a 7/7. I'm going to swing that at you.
That's fine.
And that is my combat step.
So I die to a load of Tyranids. So yeah, 40 or whatever it is.
You're on, yeah. And somehow I'm alive.
Somehow you're alive. I then move to my end step, and if a creature enters the battlefield under my control, create a 1/1 Tyrannid flyer. So that's
Could be important, that flyer.
Oh, it's a flyer.
It's a flyer.
So you've got flying.
Come on, we all know you have that card that does damage 13 to your face.
Okay, and I think that's my turn. I think that was enough.
Okay.
Tap all creatures, Wally.
I will
Tap all creatures.
untap,
I don't think that's going to make it.
draw. Okay, this
I was doing so well.
is actually kind of an interesting draw. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap for a black,
You're always out.
a
Always
red,
out early.
I'm the threat.
Yeah.
I'm the threat, what
One.
can I say?
2,
What I did do is because I
3.
was able
I'll
to gain
keep
some
that one
life,
islands up actually.
I did make him have to swing with
Everything.
more
So
things.
I've tapped for 5 and I'm going to play Bituminous Blast and I will target your flyer. But it's got Cascade, so before that resolves I'll do the Cascade.
Of
So
course.
5 CMC. Land. Is it equal or less? It's less, isn't it? So
Less.
that doesn't come in. So land.
No, that's the same.
That would have been useful.
Land. Eventually I will find a card I can play.
There must be something in there.
Assault Suits, there we go. So that will come into play. That's not really going to do it for me.
So this will,
So that will die,
this
yeah.
will die. I do have another flyer, just so you know.
Oh,
Oh, do you? Okay.
Looks like it's either attack Ollie for a laugh or second then. Yeah.
You know what? Oh,
Take
okay.
second.
So I'm going to tap for 3 to equip Assault Suits to Belakor the Dark Master.
Oof. What does Assault Suit do?
So, equipped each gets +2/+2, has haste, can't attack me or planeswalkers I control, and can't be sacrificed. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, you may have that player gain control of the equipped creature until end of turn. If you do, untap it. So I will be giving this to Tom on his next turn.
Oof.
Right, so this is now an 8/7, and I'm going to swing that at you, Ollie.
Yep, I'll take.
Do you have a what's your flyer?
I do have a flyer. Maybe I think I probably should block with that, right? So I'll block that.
Okay.
That dies.
Okay, and then I will pass my turn.
Okay. I'll untap.
And on your upkeep, Tom, I will let you gain control of this until the end of turn and untap it for you.
Are you sure you don't? Are you sure you don't want me to?
Okay.
You could have had second.
I'm still going for first place here, mate.
If you win from here, that's pretty good to be fair. So
Well, maybe Tom has a way to just pump it and.
Okay,
kill
so
Ollie.
this is your commander, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, interesting.
But you can't sacrifice it.
I don't want to sacrifice it. I will play a plane. Sorry, I'll tap a planes, another planes. Let's tap an island. To bring out Bastion Protector. Basically, commander creatures you control have indestructible.
Amazing.
Until,
And that is a commander creature that you
yeah,
control?
that's
what is it currently then? So that
It was an 8/7. It's now got +2/+2, so it's a 10/11.
can you do it?
Can you get 3 more damage in there, Tom?
I don't think so. I wish I could.
So close as well. What? This is hard as well.
Okay, and then let's tap this to tap this, and then tap this to bring out the Commissioner Severina Vrain.
Oh, that's a really good card, isn't it?
But when she attacks, each opponent loses X life. So it's not.
Where
the
were you
best.
last turn, Severina?
I know. And then I will obviously attack you in the air with a. Was it a?
You can't attack me with it.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not attacking you, Wally. You
were looking at it.
I'm looking to see what damage it's doing to
For 10 in the air.
For 10 in the air.
10 in the air. I can't block. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down to 3.
And at the end of my turn, do I give this back to you?
Yes, so I'll get it back,
I
but it
will-
will still be tapped.
Oh no.
Oh.
I
think the writing's on the wall for this.
Right, Ollie, before you go to your turn, I think I've got a deal for you. If you don't kill me, I'll let you have this for your turn.
That would be so nice, but I might somehow be a bit dead by then. Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Oh, right, so we will untap everything.
Should I just give it to him?
I'd just attack with everything.
Draw.
You've got it.
Then
There's no
Herald's
way.
Horn triggers, and it is
Yeah,
sadly not a Tyrannid.
Might not
I don't think it really matters at this point.
You've got 2
So
20s,
I am going to move to combat, and I am going to give an extra counter to this Clamavus. Then I need to send one thing at you, so I'm going to send my Magus Lucia Kane at you. And for you, I'm going to send everything else for attacking me with a 10-10, 10-10 in the air.
Wow.
So if you want the exact damage, that's going to be...
I don't think it matters, to be honest.
12, 21...
It had more pain in it.
61 damage coming your way.
So I will take the 1 and die.
And I'll take 60.
Good game,
well done, Ollie.
Good game.
Good game.
Oh, Tyranids won, first time for everything.
Well done, Ollie. So you'll be pleased to know that now there is footage of the Tyranid deck winning. So, as always, I seem to get taken out. I'm always a threat. So thanks for joining us on Shad Magic. We've had a great time playing. We hope you've had a really good time watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye everyone.
Oof, that was a close game at the end there.
Oh wow! I mean, I really thought Tom could have done it, killed Ollie at the end there. Wow.
I thought Ollie had it like really
wrapped
easy,
up.
wrapped up, and then when you drew that card that allowed you to give your commander out, well, it turned out to be a really important decision for Ollie to make those flyers at the end. In fact, he wouldn't have won the game otherwise. So I really enjoyed it. I felt like my deck,
a good game,
my deck, the Necrons deck, was the one I was most drawn to, and I definitely wanted to swap the commander out. I like that Imotekh. I think that the ability to create warriors from your graveyard was fantastic, and I'm pleased that I definitely got to do what I wanted to do, even if for some reason I seemed to get taken out way before the end of the game, as always.
Well, it wasn't way before the end of the game, it was just at the end of the game. But I thought for precons, those were really, really powerful.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that, and I think there's going to be some cards in there that are going to prove to be real staples. I might need to stock up on a couple of those decks. So how did you find the Chaos one?
Well, it didn't really get going, unfortunately. I think possibly what I needed to do actually was use Abaddon instead of Bellicor.
Yeah.
Because that was the only demon I ever had out, so I didn't get any of the Terror of the Peak style triggers, I didn't get the card draw. But I did get a few cascades off Abaddon, not that they did much for me.
Yeah, well, I thought it was funny because if you'd have had a demon, you had like about 10 life for most of the end of the game, so it would have been a bit difficult to, you'd have started losing life and drawing cards and everything.
Would have been a nightmare. But that's what I've learned about Commander, like, don't just take 18 damage out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think most players actually learn that pretty early on. But tell us what you've learned in the comments below, and Wally, how can we win a Mystery Booster?
So if you would like the opportunity to win a 2021 Convention Edition Mystery Booster box, Mystery Booster Draft box, all you need to do, and it's dead easy, it will take you less than a minute, you need to like one of our videos, you need preferably like all of them, you need to comment on one of our videos and subscribe. Then when we get to 1,000 subscribers, we'll choose one subscriber who's done all of those things at random to win this box. You've got to be in it to win it.
Absolutely. So thank you so much for joining us. Remember, everybody is always welcome at the Shad Magic table, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye for now.